Okay, today we're going to work on box division of polynomials. This is pretty much the reverse of box multiplication of polynomials, which is a nice application. So if you'd like to do multiplication with sort of the box method, this is a nice way to reverse it. Like with long division of polynomials, we need to, it really helps us, we don't need to, but it really helps us to write in all the missing terms. Since that starts with an x cubed, we have an x squared, we don't have any x terms, so I have to put a 0x in as a spacer, plus 5. Probably the hardest thing about box division is trying to figure out how many boxes to make. And so in this case, we have an x cubed divided by an x to the first. So an x cubed divided by an x to the first is an x squared. So we're going to have an x squared term, an x term, and a constant term. So when we make our box, we need to have 3 vertical. So what we're going to do is we're going to have x plus 3 on top.
Starting now, room 249.
And we have 3 boxes. And if the result of a box multiplication is sort of like on these diagonals. So the result of our box multiplication would be x cubed here, negative 3x squared here, 0x here, and then we would have a constant of 5. So that would be like the result after we had done it. We just don't know that the answer is. The answer is going to be right here. That's our x squared term, our x term, and our constant term. That's why we have 3 vertical. How we start? We use this box plus nothing is equal to x cubed. So we just write down the x cubed there. Okay, so then the way this works, it's saying that this length times this length is equal to x cubed. So what times x equals x cubed? X squared times x equals x cubed. And after we know that this length right here is x squared, then I can fill in the other box because it's x squared times 3 is 3x squared. Then what I'm looking at getting 3x squared times this box equals, I'm sorry, say it again. 3x squared plus that box equals negative 3x squared. So what did I have to do there? I had to put in a negative 6x squared to get all the way down from 3x squared all the way down to negative 3x squared. And so then we're going to do the same method again. X is the top length times I don't know what equals negative 6x squared. And so if I think about it, it's negative 6x. And you can check your work. It's quite a bit easier to check it than it is to go and write the answer. So negative 6x times x is negative 6x squared. So that's all fine. And then after I have that length, now I can fill in the box to the right. 3 times negative 6x is negative 18x. And then we say negative 18x plus what equals 0x. So that has to be positive 18x. Same process. We have x on the top. X times what equals 18x, and be 18. And then 18 times 3 is 54. And so here's where remainder comes in. This is saying 54 plus the remainder equals positive 5. So that means our remainder is negative 49. So our result after division is x squared minus 6x plus 18, and we have a remainder of negative 49. So if it went in evenly, we'd have a remainder of 0, but this one did not.